if your legs feel heavier than they used to, if you notice your calves have lost their shape, if you see new veins appearing where there were none before, or if your legs ache for no clear reason after a short walk, stay with me for the next several minutes because what I am about to share could explain why your body is aging faster than it should, and more importantly, what you can do right now to slow it down before the damage becomes difficult to reverse. This is not about vanity. This is not about how your legs look in a mirror. This is about what your legs are revealing about your heart, your circulation, your muscles, your nerves, and your biological age. Your legs are messengers. They show warning signs years before serious problems develop elsewhere in your body, and most people completely ignore these signals until it is too late. Let me make you a clear promise right now. By the end of this video, you will understand the 7 warning signs that indicate your body is aging too fast. You will learn why your legs reveal these problems before any other part of your body, and you will know exactly what steps to take to protect yourself starting today. Not next month, not when symptoms get worse. Today. I am Dr. James Mitchell. For over 2 decades, I have worked with seniors who came to me with what they thought were simple leg problems: tired legs, swollen ankles, muscle cramps at night. What we discovered in many cases was that these leg symptoms were early warnings of accelerated aging happening throughout their entire body. Their legs were trying to tell them something, and because no one explained what these signs meant, they lost valuable time. One of the most frustrating things I witness is how often people are told that leg changes are just normal aging. They are told everyone gets tired legs. They are told everyone loses muscle. They are told veins just happen. In many cases, none of that is the complete truth. Yes, aging is real, but accelerated aging is preventable, and your legs will tell you which one is happening if you know how to read the signs. So now I want to ask you directly, have you noticed any changes in your legs over the past few years? Heavier feeling, more visible veins, less strength, more cramping, swelling that was not there before? Write your answer in the comment section below because awareness is where prevention begins. And once certain types of damage cross a threshold, we cannot simply undo them. Let me tell you about a patient named Richard. Richard was 66 years old and came to see me because his legs felt tired by midday. He noticed his calves had become thinner over the years but assumed it was just part of getting older. He had some visible veins behind his knees that had appeared gradually. His ankles sometimes swelled by evening, especially after sitting for long periods. He mentioned that his legs felt cold more often than they used to. Richard thought these were separate, unrelated issues. What we discovered was very different. These were not 5 separate problems. They were 5 expressions of one underlying process. His body was aging faster than his calendar age suggested. His biological age, based on vascular function, muscle mass, and circulation markers, was nearly a decade older than his actual age. Here is the question I want you to hold in your mind. What was causing Richard to age so rapidly, and could it be stopped? The answer changed his life, and it might change yours too. To understand why your legs reveal accelerated aging, you need to understand something fundamental about human biology. Your legs are the farthest point from your heart. Blood must travel the longest distance to reach your feet and then fight gravity to return. Nerves must extend farther to reach your toes than any other part of your body. Muscles in your legs are the largest muscles you have and the most metabolically demanding. This means your legs are the first place where problems with circulation show up. The first place where nerve function begins to fail, the first place where muscle loss becomes visible, and the first place where cellular aging becomes undeniable. Your legs are like the canary in the coal mine. When something is wrong systemically, your legs know it first. Now let me walk you through the 7 warning signs your legs are showing you, and more importantly, what each one means about your biological age. The first warning sign is visible veins that are increasing in number or becoming more prominent. Many people dismiss new veins as cosmetic. This is a mistake. Visible veins, especially spider veins and varicose veins, indicate that the valves inside your veins are weakening. Blood is pooling instead of returning efficiently to your heart. This is not just a leg problem. It is a sign that your entire vascular system is under stress. It indicates inflammation. It indicates that the structural proteins in your blood vessels are breaking down faster than they should. People with rapidly increasing visible veins often have accelerated arterial aging happening silently at the same time. The veins you can see are warning you about damage you cannot see. The second warning sign is leg heaviness or fatigue that appears earlier in the day than it used to. If your legs used to feel fine until evening, but now feel heavy by afternoon or even by late morning, Your circulation is declining faster than normal. This heaviness is caused by blood and fluid not moving efficiently. Your heart may be working harder. Your veins may be struggling. Your lymphatic system may be sluggish. This is not tiredness from exercise. This is tiredness from poor internal transport. And poor internal transport accelerates aging of every organ in your body because nutrients and oxygen are not reaching cells efficiently, and waste products are not being removed. The third warning sign is loss of muscle mass in your calves and thighs. This is called sarcopenia, and it is one of the most reliable predictors of biological age. Many people lose muscle slowly without noticing because the change is gradual. But if you compare your legs now to how they looked 10 or 15 years ago and see significant reduction in size or definition, your body is aging faster than it should be. Muscle is not just for strength. Muscle is a metabolic organ. It regulates blood sugar. It produces protective compounds. It supports your skeleton. When muscle disappears, your risk of falls increases. Your metabolism slows. Your blood sugar becomes unstable. Your biological age accelerates. Leg muscle loss is one of the clearest visible signs that this process is underway. The fourth warning sign is swelling in your ankles or lower legs that occurs regularly. Occasional swelling after a long flight or a very hot day is normal. But swelling that appears frequently, especially by the end of most days, indicates a problem. It may indicate your heart is struggling to pump efficiently. It may indicate your kidneys are not filtering properly. It may indicate chronic inflammation. It may indicate that proteins in your blood are too low to hold fluid in your vessels. Regular swelling is not something to dismiss. It is your body telling you that one or more systems are under strain. And when systems are under strain, aging accelerates. The fifth warning sign is skin changes on your lower legs. This includes skin that becomes thinner and more fragile. Skin that develops a shiny, tight appearance. Skin that changes color, becoming darker or reddish-brown around the ankles. Skin that becomes dry and flaky and does not respond to moisturizers. These changes indicate poor circulation and poor nutrient delivery to the skin. But they also indicate that collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep all your tissues young, are breaking down faster than they are being rebuilt. When you see these changes in your leg skin, the same breakdown is happening inside your arteries, inside your organs, and throughout your body. Your leg skin is simply showing you what you cannot see elsewhere. The sixth warning sign is frequent leg cramps, especially at night. Occasional cramps happen to everyone. But cramps that occur multiple times per week, especially cramps that wake you from sleep, indicate mineral imbalances, nerve dysfunction, or circulation problems. Magnesium deficiency is common. Potassium imbalance is common. But cramps can also indicate that nerves are misfiring because they are not receiving adequate blood flow. Cramps are painful enough to notice, but many people treat them as minor annoyances rather than warning signals. Frequent cramps mean something in your system is dysregulated, and dysregulation accelerates biological aging. The seventh warning sign is coldness in your feet or lower legs that is new or worsening. If your feet are often cold when the rest of your body feels warm, your peripheral circulation is compromised. Blood is not reaching your extremities efficiently. This is one of the earliest signs of arterial aging. It often appears years before more serious cardiovascular problems develop. Cold feet are not just uncomfortable. They are a message that your arteries are stiffening, narrowing, or both. And arterial aging is one of the most direct drivers of overall biological aging. When arteries age, everything ages faster. Now I want to pause here because this is where many people make a critical mistake. They hear this list and think these are just separate problems needing separate solutions. One cream for the veins, compression socks for the swelling, a supplement for the cramps. This approach misses the point entirely. These 7 signs are connected. They share common root causes. And unless you address those root causes, you are simply managing symptoms while the underlying aging process continues. Let me tell you about another patient named Dorothy. Dorothy was 71 years old and had 4 of these 7 warning signs. She had visible veins that had multiplied over 10 years. She had ankle swelling most evenings. Her calves had lost significant muscle mass, and her feet were almost always cold. Dorothy had been to several doctors over the years. Each one addressed a single symptom. She was given compression stockings for the veins. She was told to elevate her legs for the swelling. She was told muscle loss was normal at her age. No one connected the dots. When we looked at Dorothy as a whole person rather than as separate symptoms, we found chronic inflammation markers that were elevated. We found her blood sugar was in the pre-diabetic range, though she had never been diagnosed. We found she was deficient in several key nutrients, and we found she had been almost completely sedentary for years. Dorothy did not have 4 separate problems. She had one problem expressing itself in 4 ways. Her body was aging rapidly because of inflammation, blood sugar dysregulation, nutrient depletion, and lack of movement. Her legs were showing the evidence. This matters because the solution was not 4 separate treatments. The solution was addressing the shared root causes. And when we did, her leg symptoms improved together, not separately. Here is what actually drives accelerated aging in your legs and throughout your body. The first driver is chronic inflammation. Inflammation damages blood vessel walls. It breaks down collagen. It impairs circulation. It accelerates muscle loss. Inflammation is often caused by poor diet, excess body fat, chronic stress, poor sleep, and sedentary behavior. When inflammation is high, your entire body ages faster and your legs show it first. The second driver is blood sugar instability. Even if you are not diabetic, repeated blood sugar spikes damage blood vessels and nerves. They impair circulation. They promote inflammation. They accelerate the breakdown of proteins in your tissues. Many seniors have blood sugar problems they do not know about because they have never been properly tested or because they were told their numbers were only slightly elevated. The third driver is nutrient depletion. Your muscles, nerves, blood vessels, and skin all require specific nutrients to maintain themselves. Magnesium, potassium, B vitamins, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, protein. Many seniors are deficient in one or more of these. Some because of poor diet, some because of medications that deplete nutrients, some because absorption decreases with age. Nutrient depletion does not cause sudden symptoms. It causes gradual deterioration, and that deterioration shows up in your legs. The fourth driver is sedentary behavior. This is perhaps the most damaging and most overlooked. Human bodies were designed to move. When you do not move regularly, your circulation becomes sluggish, your muscles atrophy, your lymphatic system stagnates, your blood sugar regulation worsens. Sitting is not neutral. Sitting is actively damaging, and the damage accumulates silently until your legs begin to show warning signs. Now let me share what can actually be done. And I want to be very clear about something. I am not going to promise you miracles. I am not going to tell you that one supplement or one exercise will reverse years of damage overnight. But I am going to tell you that in many cases, accelerated aging can be slowed significantly. Some symptoms can improve, some damage can stabilize. And that changes everything when it comes to maintaining your independence and quality of life. The first step is movement, and I specifically mean using your legs. Walking is one of the most powerful interventions for leg health and biological age. Walking activates your calf muscles, which act as a pump to push blood back up to your heart. Walking improves circulation. Walking helps regulate blood sugar. Walking reduces inflammation over time. Walking maintains muscle mass. You do not need to run marathons. You do not need gym memberships. You need consistent walking. 15 to 30 minutes most days of the week. After meals is especially powerful because it helps control blood sugar spikes. The second step is reducing inflammatory foods. The biggest culprits are refined sugars, processed seed oils, and highly processed foods in general. These drive chronic inflammation directly. They impair blood vessel function. They accelerate the breakdown of collagen and elastin. On the other hand, fatty fish, olive oil, vegetables, nuts, and spices like turmeric actively reduce inflammation. Changing what you eat changes how fast you age. Your legs will show the difference. The third step is stabilizing blood sugar. Never eat carbohydrates alone. Always pair them with protein or healthy fat. This simple rule slows the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream and reduces the damage caused by spikes. Avoid liquid sugars like juice, soda, and sweetened drinks entirely. Eat fruit whole and in small portions, preferably after meals. These changes can dramatically reduce the blood sugar damage that accelerates aging in your legs and everywhere else. The fourth step is ensuring adequate nutrients. Have your levels tested, especially vitamin D, B12, and magnesium. These three are commonly deficient in seniors, and all three are critical for muscle function, nerve health, and circulation. Eat adequate protein. Many seniors eat far less protein than their bodies need to maintain muscle. Without enough protein, muscle loss accelerates regardless of exercise. If testing reveals deficiencies, correct them through food first, and supplements only when necessary. The fifth step is elevating your legs daily. This sounds simple because it is. Spending 15 to 20 minutes with your legs elevated above your heart level helps fluid drain, reduces swelling, and gives your veins a rest from fighting gravity. This is especially important if you spend significant time sitting or standing during the day. The sixth step is checking your medications with your doctor. Some medications contribute to leg symptoms directly. Some deplete nutrients that affect leg health. Diuretics can cause mineral imbalances leading to cramps. Statins can cause muscle problems. Acid blockers can deplete B12, affecting nerve function. I am not telling you to stop any medication. I am telling you to have an informed conversation about potential effects and whether alternatives exist. Let me tell you one more story. A man named William came to me at 73 with legs that he said had simply given up on him. They were weak. They cramped constantly. His ankles were swollen every day. He had stopped walking because it felt too difficult. William assumed this was permanent. He assumed he had missed his chance. What we found was severe vitamin D deficiency. We found he was eating almost no protein because he had lost interest in cooking after his wife passed. We found he was drinking orange juice every morning because he thought it was healthy, not realizing it was spiking his blood sugar. We corrected the vitamin D. We increased his protein with simple, easy options. We eliminated the juice and replaced it with whole fruit after meals. We started with 5-minute walks and built from there. Within 3 months, William reported less swelling and fewer cramps. Within 6 months, his legs felt stronger. He was walking 20 minutes without stopping. He told me he felt like he had gotten 5 years back. William did not reverse all the aging that had occurred, but he stopped the acceleration. He regained function. He regained confidence, and that changed his entire life. This brings me to the most important point. Your legs are not betraying you. They are warning you. They are giving you information that the rest of your body cannot show as clearly. When you see the signs I described today, you have a choice. You can dismiss them as normal aging and continue on the same path, or you can recognize them as signals and take action while you still can. Not every sign can be reversed. Some damage is permanent, but progression can almost always be slowed. Symptoms can often be reduced. Function can frequently be preserved, and that preservation is the difference between independence and dependence as you age. For the next 4 weeks, I want you to try this. Walk for at least 15 minutes every day. Eliminate liquid sugar completely. Pair every carbohydrate with protein or fat. Elevate your legs for 15 minutes in the evening. Pay attention to what changes. Many people notice reduced swelling, less heaviness, fewer cramps, better color in their skin. These early improvements tell you that the process is not fixed. They tell you that your body still responds. They tell you that you still have time. Anyone who tells you nothing can be done about aging legs is wrong. Anyone who promises you complete reversal with no effort is also wrong. The truth lives between these extremes. There is real opportunity to slow accelerated aging. There are real steps that make real differences. And your legs will show you the results honestly because your legs never lie. I have spent my career helping people understand what their bodies are telling them. Your legs are speaking to you right now. The question is whether you are ready to listen, and more importantly, whether you are ready to act. The warning signs are clear. The path forward is available, and the time to begin is not someday, the time is now.